Welcome everyone to the What's Left podcast. My name is John Wardle here with my brother Jake and my very good friend Brad Bills here to strip through the wreckage of last week and talk about what's left. We're the punk rock band podcast, adding our voices to resistance as loud as we can, despite cheap equipment and lack of experience. We keep trying and keep getting better every week. The Derealization Nation is growing thanks to you. So thank you all for being here. Continue to like our videos on YouTube and Substack. Subscribe if you haven't already, and please tell your friends and fellow travelers. Our bi-weekly workers newsletters on the Derealization Nation Substack, so please be sure to check that out. There's definitely going to be an issue coming out shortly with some very interesting stuff in it. Also, our YouTube page regularly shares videos from other reputable sources that aren't run by the state. They are few and far between. It pays to follow us, and it's free, so thank you all. We love you. Let's get to it. But before we do, I do want to point something out. DJ, our alleged president, is obsessed with the Fed and interest rate cuts. Always has been. Why? Because the ultra wealthy spend money by being able to borrow money based on their assets. You need it, it's called a loan. If you're a billionaire, it's called capital. Without capital, the billionaire claims they cannot afford to create jobs or raise wages. And yet, as the interest rate has been driven down over the decades since Reagan, none of these jobs or wages have materialized. Instead, the wealthiest have spent that money buying up smaller businesses, monopolizing their industries, eliminating competition. Trump, being a real estate guy, he likes a low rate too because it allows him and his other billionaire corporate entities to swoop in and pick up loads of real estate without incurring high interest. And while it was nice during his first term for many people to grab some of those low rates for more housing, a lot more of that was bought up by corporate landlords and run it back to hiked up rates or turned to short-term rentals, and it's contributing in part to the overall shorting house. J.D. Vance's company is also a beneficiary of these low rates. He has that Chinese-owned app where he and other investment groups get together and they buy family farms, American farms. A lot of those investors are from overseas, Chinese investors, buying up huge swaths of American farmland all over the country. It's not stuff isn't in the news much, but it is out there, what to look for. And today the jobs report comes out, 242,000 jobs lost this month, which is, pretty bad, pretty fucking bad. So with all these bad economic indicators, it's almost like he's doing it on purpose. But why would any president be okay with that? Well, the rate cuts. So why suppress wages? Why cut programs like SNAP, which adds money into the economy? Why add tariffs? Why not panic about the stock market? You want to force the Fed to lower rates. This is one way to go about it. You pull the e-brake on the economy. You bring it to a screeching halt, and you force them to cut rates. And when those rates come down, you can buy up all the valuable assets, stock, land, property, everything that you want for pennies on the dollar. So the thing to remember about, when the economy, whether the economy is good or bad, billionaires always make out. So don't think that Trump is afraid to wreck this motherfucker, because he isn't. That's all I wanted to point out.
I don't agree with anything you said, John.
All right, we can put that in there too. Why do you disagree?
Because interest rates don't affect people that can pay in cash.
Well, that is true, but I'm not talking about these aren't cash transactions. I'm talking about big transactions. Big transactions.
Yeah, I'm just saying to purchase of a single family home, the interest rate really affects me because I got my house at 6.5%.
Yeah, but the interest rate isn't necessarily directly connected to prime. Mortgage rates are more connected to it's like a calculation plus debt. So actually driving up the debt will also drive down mortgage rates. So that part will be good.
I hope, because I'm just praying for the day I can refinance at 3%. However, I feel like if that happens, my house is also only going to be worth 2/3 of what I bought it for. That's my concern. That's the concern every American should have, is that in order for it to happen, the market's going to have to sink like a rock. So if you are new into a housing payment, if you're new into purchasing a home, you're upside down immediately.
Yeah.
So there's no like, oh, this is our 5 year home. This is our starter home. No, sit in it, buddy. Get comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. There is no inventory. You got to consider too how much the people who do have that rate, they're not moving.
No, the market is, if you're, well, not here, obviously, but in Florida, houses are going on the market like crazy because insurance companies aren't willing to insure you anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. This is the this was the least this they just today as part of the one of the other statistics released today was that this is the least amount of homes, least amount of closings on homes for the first quarter of any year.
Yeah, I got a couple of real estate buddies, and they said it's not good,
Yeah, more of those
which is
problems.
good because, houses come on the market and it changes the fucking people that are paying more than ask, and housing values are just going through the roof, and you're signing on for mortgages that the house is not worth that. I buy it today, I can't sell it for the same price tomorrow type shit because the house isn't worth, you know, what it was. I'm not even sure that I got a good deal on my house. And my house is $250,000, and I think that I don't know if I'm winning or losing. Like I got a property value that says my property value is 265, but I got an appraisal from somewhere, I don't remember the other day, for like 238. So like what am I doing? What the fuck is happening? Because my property taxes make me pay more. But you're telling me I can only get 238 for my house right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you what though, if things keep going the way they are going, one thing is for certain: mortgage rates will go down, house values will go down.
Yes.
That's definitely what
Yes.
that
So
part of
I
it.
got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
But
as an everyday citizen, like that's what you got to do. But
I
like,
also don't intend to leave here. So it doesn't really hurt me if the housing prices go down. It doesn't really hurt me because I'm not selling, so it doesn't matter. But hopefully it would lower my property taxes. That would be sick.
well, when you cut said taxes like this and eliminate the Department of Education, the likelihood of state taxes going down is
It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. And if so, we're going to be teaching kids through trailers.
yeah, for sure. States actually do balance their budgets. Yeah. So
All
I don't
right,
know.
sorry. Back to you
No,
can include it whatever that you wanted. I just didn't know how we look. You know, I like the idea of having someone else on here that doesn't believe like we believe,
yeah.
but I don't know if we ever want to say we don't believe in each other.
No, I think that that's okay. I think that that's okay. It should be. Um, Anything that we can, because we can talk those things out. The only thing that the problem we have is that when we with other people,
I hate them and who they are morally.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't have any desire to talk to somebody on that side of the thing because they're wrong.
That's my
They're
problem too, man. They're just fucking wrong.
just fucking wrong, and there's nothing really to say because you could be like, okay, you're wrong, and here's why, and it's like, well, I don't believe that. Well, it doesn't make it not true, asshat. Where do we go from here? This is the circular conversation we've all been having for 9 years, and there's just no reason to have it. People, there's some dude fucking, oh my god, the fucking needy energy of these people. You know,
Oh,
message me on Instagram about one of my stories. People message me all the time about this shit, and I prioritize. I know this guy. He's,
Really? I don't. Why do people find the time to do that shit?
I don't know.
I barely do any, and I'm what? What am I considered? What's my generation?
Z, yeah, you're Z.
My
I
Z.
think you're
I
Z.
don't
You're
even,
lower millennial. You are the cutoff, like 96, 97 cutoff.
but I just don't understand. Like, who goes home and is like, I'm gonna go on Instagram, find someone's story I dislike, and then message them and explain to them why I dislike their Instagram post. You really spending your time and energy to do that shit?
Dude, they have to feel vindicated in their choices.
But I think maybe guilty conscious with these specific people that they just like they're speaking out like no, no, I'm not a racist, I'm not a Nazi, like what the I don't know. I really don't know what the reason is, but the energy is so thick. And yeah. So I mean this guy's basically I didn't pick up his phone right away. So he like blew it up. And it's like, what? The Dems didn't vote for no tax on tips. I'm like, see, this is why I don't answer you. Because
brother. Oh.
it's true. I don't know what to tell you. Like, none of that is, I was there. Just learn to read. I can't educate you too. It's not my job to fucking read to you at night. You know? Call your
Someone
boss.
post. Oh man, someone posted that on Facebook yesterday, and I don't like to be the person who's like, "Well, here's how you're wrong." Like from like the viewpoint standpoint of things, I don't. I know that our opinions are different, and for the most part, I'm gonna side with mine all the time. But when you post just false information, I, however, cannot let that slide, and I'm not going to. So somebody posted to all you demon rats, because obviously, obviously, to all you demon rats, please tell me why they all voted against no tax on tips overtime. So I'm like, there's no way. I just asked you to do 2 minutes of research. That's what I told him. I said, I'm just asking you to do 2 minutes of research and to know that that was not on that bill. I said, there's an entirely separate bill that hasn't even been brought forward yet. I was like, we're just asking for a little bit of research.
Yeah. Why can I give you a link to a heavily researched article from the fucking Atlantic and you'd be like, I'm not reading that? But your fucking MAGA influencer comes on and she's like, they voted no tax on tips. And you're like, yeah, for sure they did. You know?
Yeah. I made that post about how Donald Trump's fired more American workers than he's deported undocumented immigrants. And somebody was like, Elon Musk spent billions because, and obviously on the topic of Elon Musk being a garbage can, and he's like, Elon Musk paid billions in taxes. And I was like, cool, just cite your source. That's all I'm asking you is to just show me where Elon Musk paid billions in taxes last year. And then he responded 3 times. None of those times did he cite his source. I was like, I'm not entertaining this. Either cite your source or get the fuck away from me with your bullshit.
It's the tax document now.
That's it. That's all I want. I'll shut the fuck up. I will fucking eat my own hat. You show me that Elon Musk paid $11 billion in taxes last year. I'll eat my own goddamn hat.
$11 in tax. I'll eat fucking shit out of my hand.
And then he said, well, Tesla didn't make any money last year. Well, Tesla made $2.3 billion in the States last year. You fucking idiot.
You did make any money last year.
People are stupid, and it really is getting to the point now. This pisses me off. I hate when I get this upset just talking about how stupid other people are. But like, it gets to the point now where I don't want to be nice to you. If you can't do the same amount of research that I'm willing to put in for us to have an actual intelligent conversation with each other about why we have opposing views, then I don't give a fuck about you. You mean nothing to me. Get the fuck out of my face with your nonsense and your fucking bullshit because I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear it. Please cite your goddamn source or get the fuck away from me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't respect you. I don't want to hear your opinion. Get away from me.
Don't make them keep fixing the York Post.
I was the person unfriending people on social media after the election if they posted anything related. I was unfriending them. And then they would post those, if you're unfriending me because of my blah, blah. And I said, yes, I am.
Yeah, because you're a garbage can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was a list of people I just unfriended, I would post it too. Like I
definitely did remove some people.
I did. The one that posted like the rolling red wave. Get the fuck out of here. Bye. Easy one.
Yeah, adios.
Usually a great omen. You know, like what's like The Shining, you know? Big red waves always mean good things.
Yeah.
I think there's something about the Bible about a red sea eating everybody up.
Yeah.
Sure there is.
No. Well.
The Christians love helping people, just not the homeless, the children, the old. You know.
I got the perfect meme for that.
That abortion bill. That's all they're worried about.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, but
Actually, that's not it. Also, they don't believe in equality. Don't forget that.
Right.
yep. Well, so so we've talked about people who are not changing. There are people though who are changing. There are people like we talked about before we came on who are changing. Who I don't give a rat's ass because it affects them now. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, congratulations, you selfish asshole. But there's politically though, politically this is a big change. Like this stuff's not popular, and Donald Trump and the people around him are convinced that it is. Yeah, I know you guys seen some of those town halls with the people, and you know how you know they worked because today Speaker Mike Johnson told all of his all of the congressmen they said stop doing that, don't go and do that.
Yeah, either don't do them or make them virtual, please. We cannot have these people speaking out against us.
It said screen some fucking calls for Christ's sake. Like this
Oh,
is
like the lady who called him Madam Chairman, the guy.
I love that one. Yeah, she was like, well, you know, I don't give a shit basically. It's like I prefer chairman. Well, I don't care.
It was really crazy that Mike Johnson said that today.
I know, isn't that wild?
He said either vet the people that you're going to let speak, or do it virtually.
That is the biggest Mike Johnson has ever been. And it was good for him for standing up for something at least, even if it was, you know, that. He is probably the squirreliest. He's one of the worst. He is absolutely one of the worst, and he's third in line for the presidency. So
yeah,
this is JD and Trump, and you still end up with that guy.
I think Mike Johnson would just cut everything and eliminate. Yeah, he would just cut everything. He'd be like, "We're not going to do any of this. Just 86 all of it."
I feel like he doesn't evacuate during a hurricane. He just sits on his front yard and prays with his family holding hands, like
because I think he's a truly legitimate fiscal conservative, like through and through.
Yeah.
Because when they were talking about those Doge dividends, Mike Johnson was like, wait a minute, y'all actually are this stupid. We're fucking conservatives. You think we're giving you a check?"
No chance.
That was crazy that he said that. He said, "Well, I don't fucking think so." Goofballs.
The Super Bowl commercial, the check, the fucking tax on tips, tax on over. How many times you got to be shit on before you're just like, you know, tired of it?
Yeah, it's gonna happen, John. It's gonna happen.
You love being lied to.
They love it.
I don't know. You. Oh, God.
What did the governor of California do? Where he met him on the tarmac and like.
Yeah, we're talking about that. Me and John a little while back when they met on the tarmac.
He like
punked him,
talking shit behind his back, and then like he was like, I don't know. I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, one day you're gonna see me. And then apparently, oh my gosh, the guy from France.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He apparently bruised Donald Trump's hand when they shook hands. I guess because Donnie does the power play move. Well, he wasn't having it.
My favorite thing to do is whenever a straight man tries to shake my hand, I go limp. I do not squeeze back. I literally just hand out. I do not, and I fucking love it.
Oh no! So I was 14 years old having knee surgery, and I was terrified for the first time I tore apart my knee. And the doctor comes in to introduce himself when they're getting ready to put me under, and I gave him the lamest handshake ever. It was just not a handshake at all. It was just so soft. And my dad afterwards looked at me. I'm like a kid still. My dad looked at me and he's like, "You'll never shake a man's hand like that again." I was like, "Whoa, dude, what are you talking about?" I'm like terrified. I'm 14, about to go under the knife.
I love it.
Oh yeah, he was so pissed about it. I feel so uncomfortable when there's awkward handshakes. Like I just assume everybody's gonna shake my hand the same way I plan to shake theirs. Or like when somebody goes for like the dap instead of the shake.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Because I'm
that's
getting
alright.
older. I'm getting older now, so I think like guys that are a little younger than me aren't thinking dap; they're thinking handshake. Maybe I don't know. I'm getting old. So, but yeah, I hate when those are wrong. I feel embarrassed for both of us.
Yeah.
That's,
Really
that's so
makes you
limp.
bury yourself in the hole somewhere.
Jake, we would have had to shake twice, brother.
That's-
I'd have brought it back in. Like, wait a minute, we got to touch tips here or something because this ain't it. I can't. I feel so awkward about bad handshakes, man.
Limp wrist when I shake hands. It's nothing. I'm not
That's
excited
fine.
for
I
you.
will just limp. I will just limp wrist in return. I just want to make sure that they're the same. You know what I mean? I don't care. I just got to know what you're giving me.
My well lotioned hand is not gonna grasp and compare dick sizes through a handshake. I don't care.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Oh shit. All right, let's cut this at a break right here. Um, so keep blacking out these corporations even after the blackout date, guys. Like Dollar General, undersold every local market, every poor community all over this country, following that Walmart model that's targeting even smaller businesses. What kind of evil would you have to be to take a family-run country store and think, I'm going to steal that business? And you know what? I'm going to make it go like a fresh banana. And I'm going to only have one person working in the entire store all day, every day. Ugly as fuck. You are truly despicable. Go fuck yourself. We'll be right back.